No dream is too big, no challenge is too great. Nothing we want for our future is beyond our reach. We must always remember that we share one home and one glorious destiny. Whether we are brown, black, or white. Never cease to be proud of who you are and the principles you hold dear and stand by. What imprint will you leave in the sands of history? Because believe me, we're in a bubble. We have artificially low interest rates. We have a stock market that frankly has been good to me, but I still hate to see what's happening. We have a stock market that is so bloated. Be careful of a bubble. We have to rebuild our infrastructure, our bridges, our roadways, our airports. You come into LaGuardia Airport, it's like we're in a third world country. You look at these airports, we are like a third world country. And I come in from China, and I come in from Qatar, and I come in from different places. And they have the most incredible airports in the world. We really do have to get going. Rebuild the country's infrastructure. Nobody can do that like me, believe me. By making the United States, by making us rich again, by taking back all of the money that's being lost. Education has to be local. We will restore patriotic education to our schools. And we will teach our children to love their country, honor our history, and to always respect our great American flag. For the sake of our honor, for the sake of our children, for the sake of our union, we must protect and preserve our history, our heritage, and our great heroes. Each of you should take immense pride in what you have achieved. Fully support and back up the Second Amendment. That's when we become Greece. That's when we become a country that's unsalvageable. And we're going to be there very soon. We're going to be there very soon. Today I heard it. Through stupidity, in a very, very hardcore prison, interestingly named Clinton, two vicious murderers, two vicious people escaped. And a woman was on television this morning. And she said, you know, Mr. Trump, I always was against guns. I didn't want guns. And now, since this happened, it's up in the prison area. My husband and I are finally in agreement because he wanted the guns. We now have a gun on every table. But they said, there is no path to victory for Donald Trump. They forgot about the forgotten people. By the way, they're not forgetting about the forgotten people anymore. They're going crazy trying to figure it out. But I told them, far too late. It's far too late. Because what you've seen in the past might be small potatoes compared to what happened. So be very, very careful. That's the point of no return. Together we are standing up against some of the most sinister forces, entrenched interests, and vicious opponents our people have ever seen. You could say our country has never seen anything like it. In our schools, our newsrooms, even our corporate boardrooms. Sadly, the American dream is dead. Frankly, like never before. But no matter how big or powerful these corrupt radicals may be, you must never forget our nation does not belong to them. Our nation belongs to you. This is your home where generations of farmers and ranchers and sheriffs and lawmen, cowboys and pioneers helped build up the greatest nation in the history of the world, and we will never let any socialist or communist movement take that away from us. You will build a future where we have the courage to chase our dreams no matter what the cynics and the doubters have to say. You will have the confidence to speak the hopes in your hearts and to express the love that stirs your souls. I know that each of you will do what is right, not what is the easy way, and that you will be true to yourself and your country and your beliefs. Our MAGA movement is by far the greatest political movement in the history of our country. And you know what it really stands for? Loving our country. That's all it is. The fake news, they never even question it because there's never been anything like it. Because we are one movement, one people, one family, and one glorious nation under God, including all of the hardworking activists who dedicate their lives to preserving a thing called American freedom. You never stop fighting for America, and I will never, ever stop fighting for you. In your hearts are inscribed the values of service, sacrifice, and devotion. Now you must go forth into the world and turn your hopes and dreams into action. Remember your duty, honor your history, take care of the people God put into your life. Because faith is lifting up our souls, American pride is beating in our hearts, and pure, unflinching courage is coursing through our veins. There is no mountain we cannot climb. There is no summit we cannot reach. There is no challenge we cannot meet. There is no victory we cannot have. We will not bend. We will not break. We will not yield. We will never give in. We will never give up. We will never, ever back down. And it is time to start talking about greatness for our country again. We want to talk about greatness. What have we been talking about? COVID, the environment. The sea is going to rise 1/100th of an inch within the next 300 years. We don't want to talk about the things we've been talking about. We want to talk about greatness for our country and dream big and bold and daring. We have to do that. I know that each of you will be a warrior for the truth. You will become leaders, and you will inspire others to achieve the dreams they once thought were totally impossible. Things that you said could never, ever happen are already happening for you. Treat the word impossible as nothing more than motivation. The more people tell you it's not possible, that it can't be done, the more you should be absolutely determined to prove them wrong.